Hey, what is going on, folks? New year, same us,
Same us.
same us.
Usually it's the same us.
Um,
Usually.
you know what? I think this is a blessing in disguise that we kind of sort of took the month of December off in a way.
Yeah, we kind of
Um,
did, didn't we?
lot of stuff happened. Our boy Tommy DeVito here.
Is
Almost
that a
scared.
gun?
Yes, that is
Is
a gun.
that a gun?
Yes.
God, Chris, I'm with Eris. Why must you just push the limit every week? I like the TD though. The TD, look, see, the TD is a flex. That's the actual flex. See,
Tommy
it's already
DeVito.
bad enough. It's already bad enough with the all black though, man. It's the TD, like ah.
Tommy DeVito
He
is
got that with the first check.
that dude was just the whole time. He almost scared the
Matzo
Philadelphia.
balls.
He almost scared the Philadelphia Eagles Christmas because Philly decided. No, actually, Philly just basically gifted Dallas the division at this point,
Man,
and I
well,
didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Dallas has to beat Washington,
I
obviously.
am glad it. Mm-hmm.
That is just
But
hilarious.
I'm
I didn't see
glad
that
it.
coming. I didn't see it on my bingo card.
Nah. So where we gonna start? Where we starting at, man? Where we starting at on this?
Let's start with the bowl games because we got started hot on this because a lot of bowl games and stuff happened, and I watched a lot of
Mhm.
them. Maryland came in and basically looked at Auburn and said, "It's my bowl now," and
It's
and
mine
they
now.
Tua sat on the sidelines. The coach is like, "I got a big flex. We're rotating quarterbacks," and bro,
Man, they was piecing these niggas off, young, and I was
he
like,
had not one but two quarterbacks. He's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna keep rotating them and getting them, getting them play time, and we're just gonna keep this going." I'm like, bro. That was sad. I was like, I feel bad for Auburn. I was like, well, Tua ain't playing. Maybe Auburn could.
no. I don't feel bad for Auburn at all. I don't. The
Why?
Auburn. They're Auburn. They're Auburn. They be fine. They'll be fine. Jesus, man. They be here next year and shit, yeah.
Hey, I
They'll
would
be
say
here
this.
next year. They'll be here next year fighting for a mediocre bowl, okay?
I would say the biggest one. I did watch the Pop Tart Bowl. The biggest one that made the waves on social media is it was an edible Pop Tart.
Yeah. The edible pop, the whole little thing that everybody was tripping off. We had little signs that dreams do come true, and he got dunked inside that motherfucker. I think I got a picture of that, Joe.
The trophy that had the Pop Tarts can fit inside of it. I was like, bro,
So
it was insane.
I was thinking Pop Tart went all out on this,
I don't
and I
blame them.
remember
That's
when we
great.
went into. Now remember when we went into the talking about the different bowl games, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was like the Pop Tarts Bowl. That was the big one that got their own thing. They took out Cheez-Its for this whole thing. Shut up. But anyway, man, but good for K State. Yo, he went into the toaster and you see all this Pop Tart come out. I was like, them niggas, like them are college kids, they gonna eat the living shit out that thing, yeah. I was laughing.
You know what?
Oh
I
my
gotta
god.
say, it was great that Clemson won the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. It's great. It matches.
Now, here's the thing. Tony Tiger Sunbow fucked up because we ain't showing pictures for that.
Dude, it should be Tony Tiger with a Clemson jersey or something on. Like, come
Come
on,
on,
man.
man. Clemson, you're
Great.
great. Something. Shit, nigga. Okay. So apparently, I really thought that fucking I really thought that Louisville was gonna. I really thought Louisville was gonna make it a fucking game against Southern California. No, Jesus, no. So apparently, somebody on that fucking team wants to look good going into the NFL. So, so they won. No, they beat the crap out. I was mad.
Tennessee stomped out Iowa and got gifted a bunch of boxes of Cheez-Its. That was great.
And see, that's no.
That was
See,
dope. I love it.
Cheez-Its last time they had they had all the Cheez-Its inside the bowl. So
this year they added inside of it, but it was just the boxes of Cheez-Its and stuff.
So they're just boxes this time.
Boxes of Cheez-Its. It was great. It was great. Hey, I love that kind of stuff.
Capitalism.
I'm sorry, the Pop Tart Bowl really showed capitalism right there.
That was, man. I didn't see the I ain't seen the Super Gronk special, but but yeah.
That's like the Chick-fil-A bowl. It's like everybody get free spicy chicken sandwiches or what? Like what happened?
Oh man. Actually, speaking of Southern and all that crap, who won the Duke's Mayo Bowl, yeah? Yeah. West
Virginia
boo.
bully-footed
They
North Carolina
beat the
State.
crap
North
out of North
Carolina.
Carolina.
I mean, and I wanted to go, but like I said, tickets were high, so wasn't gonna go.
Good game that was on. I only seen the beginning part of it, and I did not respect that gangster all season. Arizona versus Oklahoma. I did not respect the Arizona's gangster. I thought they were going to lose that game, 38-24. Yeah, only seen like the second half. I mean, not even the second half. I mean, like the second quarter.
I mean, VTech bullyfooting Tulane in the Military Bowl.
Now, all right, look, let's just get this out the way. We have to talk about this. Now, First off, this is the most I didn't get no pictures of this because it was embarrassing enough. Here's it. I'm a man of both sides on this, Chris. Going in, all right? Let me let you know.
Yeah.
What happened to Georgia and Florida State? Number one. And I mean it from the depths
a lot of
my
things
heart.
can be true at the same time. That's pretty much the summation.
I'm gonna be real with this. Yeah, a lot of those kids got kind of cheated out of that, and yeah, if you feel some type of way, go ahead, sit down.
Don't play.
If you want to sit down, don't play. Don't play. If you
totally
feel
understand.
that convicted, sit down. What you can't do is come back to me and well, we didn't have our starters. Half of them over there in Georgia got the same situation going on.
Not as much, but yeah.
Not as much, but a lot of key players are sitting out too. What was your excuse? Then cry me a river. I don't want to hear about this.
I mean, it's
like more like usual. It's more the fans.
Yeah, it's the fan base. But I always told it's like, look, I had to look at Georgia fans. I'm like, look, guys, y'all can gloat all you want.
They did,
and they did. But it's like, guys,
they are.
But at the same time, the hypocrisy of it to me, it's like, yes, we can get our jokes off. I'm all for the jokes. That's fine. But if we're being real here, if you're a Georgia fan, we as fans of college football, we can't sit here and tell the players, hey, do what's best in your best interest, because that's how they got the nil deals. It's like, hey, we support the players, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But you can't turn around and look at the players and be like, you shouldn't have sat out. It's like, no, they had every right to sit out because they felt, like you said, they felt cheated. Because let's think about it for a second. Florida State could have easily gave up when their star quarterback went down. But you know what happened? The defense stepped the fuck up.
Yeah.
And all the players rallied around that, and they thought, okay, hey, we did our thing. We're undefeated. We should be able to get something. No. And then they were like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. And you know what? I get it. I totally understand.
Yeah, but don't sit around here and talk about, well, man, why they want to do this on television? Because y'all did that fucking stunt that embarrassed your college.
Now I can't
because here's the funny thing, Chris. As much as I understand the whole this, you know what history saw? History saw you only scored 3 points in that fucking game. So apparently, whoever put on the helmet of the Seminole, you did what?
Now my thing is this. Now I would not put what Florida State did on the level of UCF. The difference is UCF had all their healthy starters and all that stuff, and they got bully-footed. That's the difference.
Yeah.
UCF did all that chest beating and healthy players, and what happened?
My thing is this, and I'm not hating on it, but my whole point when it comes to this shit is like, well, we lost. Well,
prove it next year.
And the other thing is like this. It's like, man, I'll say straight up, like, y'all weren't going to be the SEC team. Anyway, y'all weren't going to do that, right? And a couple people was like, yeah, we would have, yeah, would have, should have, could have, you should have, you fucking should have, but you didn't. It didn't happen. You know what history says? You scored 3 points. That's what that showed me. We'll never know now, will we?
Now we talked about this earlier with the whole alignment of teams going to SEC and stuff. I feel also a lot of the higher ups in colleges, they're kind of making the college playoffs into the SEC playoffs at this point. And it's sickening because it's like you basically have told the players that the amount of players that are going to the portals now and they're going to SEC colleges now. It's like you've just basically told those players, unless they go to an SEC school, they ain't shit.
Now, here's the thing. I think that's a mix. The only reason why I say it's a misconception, only in the sense of that would be bad for them,
Yeah.
and why would we want that? Number two, I think let's take a breather and realize what it is. It's the strongest conference. That's going to be for any conference that has all the weight, and especially for the amount of time that the SEC has had it. You know what I mean?
I mean, Big Ten
So
is coming in second to a
the Big
degree.
Ten is coming in second. Yeah, it ain't as big as them, but they're like, it's the Big Ten. Do
Mhm.
you know who comes out of our schools? You know what I mean? Like, so of course they can have that flex. It's just like, yeah, like it's just the strength of you. There was one point I remember in the 2000s. I really thought it was going to be the Big 12 for a good minute, but in the
Everybody
SEC,
thought it was going to be the Big
we
12.
thought the Big 12, yeah, because of Texas, Oklahoma
Mhm.
State. That's when Texas Tech started popping. That's when A&M started. Was
Isn't it
A&M
LSU in
was
Big 12?
LSU? No, wasn't. They was always SEC. But the
Oh,
point
okay.
is, like I'm saying, all that we thought that was going to be popping, and then when the Big East had their teams merging the ACC, a lot of people thought that was going to straight this shit. What you got was it just being Miami and Florida State, and every now
Basketball is a different story.
and every now and then when Pittsburgh want to show up, yeah. Like, because outside of that, it's Boston College doing this. Well, guys, we made the bowl game. Yeah. Because the ACC be struggling sometimes. North Carolina's okay.
Now we talk basketball.
Duke has gotten better. Yes, like the conference has got better in football. But here's the thing. Y'all ain't fucking with a big team. Yes, every now and then they can beat them. But y'all also ain't messing with with the SEC. Like Clemson had this same problem going through. So my thing, that's my whole point.
It's just, but
y'all complaining about something that Clemson ran over. You know what Debo did? He got the best Negroes that he could find.
But it switches up because when you leave off football, you go to basketball. The dynamics shift dramatically.
Now, I will say this: it is getting stronger in the SEC. In basketball, it's getting oddly stronger, but that's because these schools got more money and more pull. You know what I mean? That's just going to happen.
ACC is still ACC in basketball, so
they still
consistent.
Are. So, man, speaking of which, who's that? Is it RJ or whatever his name is? God, the homie off of North Carolina, man. Little light skinned dude. I forgot his name, man. I gotta find his name, but that dude, man, he is vicious. I like him. Anyway,
in money laundering news, Air Force beat James Madison in the Lockheed Martin Bowl.
Okay. Wait a minute, money laundering. Wait. Is something going on that I don't know about?
No, I said Air Force. They won in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
Yeah. It's a front. There was 2 jets that got sold at that game, and we didn't know it.
I was just waiting for Dick Cheney to come in there with the Birdman hand rub.
I know, right? It's like, yo. There was an exchange of billions of dollars of guns that happened in that stadium on live television, and we didn't even know it.
but you know what's funny too? Another story that people aren't talking about. The state of Georgia had so many victories in bowl games because Georgia Tech kicked the shit out of UCF.
Yes.
Was it Georgia State beat Utah State, and then obviously Georgia beat Florida State.
And of course, I think we didn't bring it up because they didn't play yet. Of course, the Black People Bowl, the Celebration Bowl, Chris.
Florida A&M came back on Howard. Howard was up.
Howard had the nerve to give me hope.
hey, FAMU was like, oh shit, Howard came to play. We gotta start playing now.
All right, boys, let's stop fucking around.
That's really what it was.
I didn't got a joke for that because they've been dominating everybody so easily in that in the SWAC. I'm thinking there's a MEAC team, young run the MEAC is so weak.
It wasn't until the fourth quarter that FAMU decided, all right, guys, turn it on.
All right, guys, time to go Willie Beeman mood.
Oh, they scored 20 points in the fourth quarter, D. That was it.
Now, I got a question. Now, Optimus, I got a question, man. Which is worse? Howard giving up the points or the fact that we got to give it up to that. Howard's a weak defense anyway, and all they had to do was simply wake up.
Mhm.
Sorry, thank you. Optimist knows. Yeah. Howard should have locked it down.
They really should have.
No, seriously. And
That's
I
a
mean
flex.
this, from the bottom of my heart. Howard had a really good season.
Undefeated in that conference. That's the crazy part.
Hey Chris. That's like saying you play the Wizards and the Pistons 15 times and you win 10 times. Don't flex that. That's not fun. Anyway, like dog.
We'll get to the Pistons in a minute.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Congratulations, Pistons. Your win fucked over the Lions. Thanks. That's the great irony of it all, man. Yay, Detroit finally won.
There was a ripple effect coming out of Auburn Hills.
But nah, man. Ohio beat Georgia Southern. That was great. Appalachian State beat Miami, Ohio. UCLA beat Boise State. Didn't see those games. Texas Tech beating California. I did watch a little bit of that. But yeah, but the one last night though. So Washington, and Texas, that was a game.
Rumble, and the fact that Washington came back at the end of that shit, man.
I told you, man. It's gonna be Washington and Michigan, and D. You might as well go ahead and put up your. I think it's still here. Free gym.
Yes.
If he wins, I guess the free gym sign worked. D.
Dog. See, here's the thing. Now Jim is back.
Jimmy's back.
But you gotta think about it. Oh, like the second they came back, that assistant, I forgot the name of the assistant coach, come back there. Y'all did a good job. Y'all did just like, yeah. Oh shit, here come coach.
Habibi firebombing, got a missile tuck. If some robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff. Hit a bucket, shit, I'm getting clutch. Unky spot a fiend, whip it up, and then you fix her up.
Harbaugh ran in there doing that,
bro. After they beat Alabama, they did it because they looked straight at what's his face at Alabama. They looked right at fucking keep forgetting the coach's
Nick
name.
Saban.
They looked right at Saban and did that dance. Like, nope, Saban, not today.
Man, but yeah, for real, man, the Sugar Bowl was really, really good, though, man. The Longhorns tried their best. They tried their best, man. They did.
It was a great game. Like I said, watching college football, it's just the dynamics of it. Just seeing how everything, even LSU and Wisconsin, was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So this was. I would say both. We're getting a national championship game. This coming Monday, it's going to be Washington, Michigan, and it's a tough one because I want to see Washington win, but
I do too.
Jimmy Boyd might win, though.
I do too. I'm rolling with this all. Look, here's the thing, Chris. The only reason why I keep putting this up is because that nigga should have got more games. And also, I don't like Michigan, but this meme is making me happy. So
yeah, it really is. It's just...
Hey man, I think Michigan is going to win it. I think they're the best. I think they're the best on a college team now. Here's a funny thing. Mm-hmm. Washington can win this game,
but they gotta play perfect football.
Yeah.
They have to play perfect football against Michigan. Maryland learned the hard way that you make a mistake, Michigan will make you pay.
Yeah, and this time they're not playing. But you know what? I'm just going to be real. I know what a lot of people like. So they're going to win this game, and the Pac-12 is going to be together.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
This is the weirdest swan song ever. Because if they win that, I'm going to be like, and you're going to break it up. Right when mommy and daddy saw you, think about it, Eric. Think about it, Chris. You finally did your big play. You wrote it. Everything's good. Like, that was fun. Y'all go to TGI Fridays. Everything's awesome. And then you hear in a quick overblown, like in a real quick tantrum from your mom, like, this is why we can't divorce. What, Mom?
What
We
it
wanted to
is.
tell you about it. Yeah, that's what it happened. That's what it is.
And happy news. You know, my fiance, she graduated from Mizzou, and her team, they kept their foot on the necks of Ohio State, 14-3. Mizzou's defense literally told Ohio State, nah, bro, y'all ain't
Fuck.
getting nothing.
Fuck you.
It really was, man. It's like every time Ohio State tried something, Mizzou was like, nope, not today.
Oh my god, man.
That game was pure Mizzou defense. It's like the offense did enough. You got 14. That's all you needed because Ohio could not do nothing. Now, maybe it's because Marvin Harris Jr. wasn't playing. Probably. But at the same time, your run game got stymied.
But the same can be said for my team who had to deal with Garrett Nutsmaker, whatever his name is, Nussmeyer is Nussmeyer. I know
That's
I was being an asshole. But I was being a dickhead. No, I was like, okay, so brother ain't out there. Okay, they be gonna be all right. And he did. He came through, yeah, especially at the end. I really thought LSU was gonna lose this fucking game. Because some nigga told me like, I keep that energy when I was talking about Florida State, not knowing that, nigga, I'm a Maryland fan and an LSU fan. I lose all the time. What are you talking about?
This ain't nothing new here.
This ain't nothing new for me, man. I got one team who is allergic to winning, and I got another team who loses at the stupidest time every time. Anyway,
I would say this. Tua's brother, you know, he didn't play against Auburn and stuff. Who do you think is going to draft him? Because I think he might.
Is it S? What's it called now?
No, it's the United Football League or some shit like that. UFL. UFL.
Is it UFL?
Yeah, UFL now. Yeah, now it's on this past Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Rock.
Well, UFL. Go to UFL because you ain't that good. Listen, I don't know.
Hey, look.
He might be. But see, here's the thing, and you have to know this: practice squad good is USA is minor league football good. Okay,
yeah.
So that's what it is now, and that's why I wanted the minor league of football. This is exactly the reason why I wanted it, man. So like,
I mean, look, that was the big news actually too, coming out of The Rock and his ex-wife. They came on NFL the Fox NFL Sunday thing to announce the merging of the XFL and the USFL into the United Football League, which I think is a good thing. It seems as though I think they cracked the code on how to make spring football work.
I think, but there was two things. Number one, they had to have a big enough audience. Mm-hmm. And I think they have just amount of a big enough audience because the whole thing was you had to have the teams, where the teams was going to be at. Mm-hmm. You had to pick all the secondary cities, but also you have to have a couple of anchor teams like a New York or DC or Chicago. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just so you can have a big market, just so you can look at it. But they covered all their bases in that, at least in that regard. And who is that fucking like Birmingham? Birmingham always been a spot for football, but they can never get a football team to stay in fucking Birmingham. So luckily, you know, especially with the USFL, man, they always had an audience. Same thing for Memphis. Memphis got enough football team too because Memphis. Memphis. They lost their shit to what's the name, man? They had what's the face? Who's it? Remember the Titans used to be there until they moved over to motherfucking Nashville. So they always wanted a football team. So you know, certain cities can have that shit, yeah. But Arlington's weird to me because like, why are you just like wasting time? But whatever.
Because as much as The Rock was saying he didn't want to make the UFL like a developmental league, at the same time, his thing is like, hey, look, if it gives people an opportunity,
honor. Do the 2010s didn't want to be the developmental league of WWE. Let's talk turkey, nigga. Yeah, it is, all right.
Yeah, you know, and don't get it twisted. Look, we got one guy from the XFL on our team, and he's cooking Turpin. So
USFL.
USFL, my bad. But
Let's
either which
do-
way,
but still,
but either-
but yes.
but it is developmental in the sense of like if you just need to work yourself out. If you didn't quite make the NFL, you have that as a backup.
Yeah.
If especially if you don't want to do arena football or whatever.
Oh yeah, man.
You have that as an option and it works.
It's weird because arena football is not necessarily bad, but it's not a lot of linemen come out of arena football.
Yeah, Kurt Warner is probably the anomaly.
You get
out of
Kurt
it.
Warner, you get a running back. You know what I mean? You get one of them every now and then, but nobody big.
But their goal, I think their goal for the UFL is basically kind of like, hey, we're going to take our lessons of what we learned from the XFL, what worked and what didn't work. Kind of do a lot of storytelling because I think that's the big thing. You watch the NFL, there's a lot of storytelling going on, and this player coming from humble beginnings, and it's the same thing with the UFL. They want to kind of keep that going, where it's like, hey, there's storytelling, there's miracles, like, hey, this player is actually going to get picked up by an NFL team, those kind of little things and stuff, or this person got a second chance, and he's those things work.
There's going to be a couple of these dudes that fall out the NFL and gangster ass numbers. Like the one thing that be awesome to me is also like so Frank Gore is back on the field. I don't know what the hell's going on right here. His son, no, Frank
Gore Senior.
like yeah, man. Come on, man.
Speaking of old people, Joe Flacco, I know you're happy as shit because you don't have to look at Troy Polamalu ever again and be scared.
So here's the thing. Joey Flacco
does not have to worry about a Troy Polamalu.
He ain't got to worry about Troy Polamalu coming at him. He ain't got to worry about Joey Porter showing up. He ain't got to worry about James Harrison showing up. Lucky.
You don't have no PTSD.
Yes, I survived. I survived.
If you would have told me on my bingo card at the beginning of the season that Joe Flacco would have got the Browns into the playoffs, I would be like, get the hell out of my face.
Joey Flacco. This nigga is still throwing these short arm punts, right?
My nigga was at home playing football with his kids, and they called up and said, Joe, what are you doing? I was about to put the kids to bed, but I can go play with you guys.
Somewhere Cam Newton with a funny ass hat is going, fuck y'all. I ain't want to play for y'all anyway. That's why we didn't call y'all. Y'all are racist.
Funniest shit ever. Joe Flacco near the end of the game, he's on the sidelines like this, doing the old man nodding off like. And somebody was like, it's past Joey's bedtime. That's why he's falling asleep.
No. Joey still concussed from.
Stop it.
Come on, man. The AFC North. We act like this nigga didn't play football last year. Anyway,
but it's
like he retired and something.
No, but it was weird because they literally did call him when he was like, I was just playing football with my kids and they just called me up. And I said, all right, cool.
No, you were desperately on the phone like one of these niggas gonna call me.
Wife in the kitchen cooking like, honey, come in here and eat. They're not gonna call you.
No, Chris. I will give women respect on this one. This is what happened. Joey, come upstairs. We were having so much sex. Joe Flacco wish his wife. Joe Flacco looked like he has a wife that I don't want to do that. I don't know. Anyway.
I expect that from Phillip Rivers. Like, I want to play ball. I got 9 kids. I ain't trying to make 10.
Actually, that's the funny for Phillip Rivers. Phillip, but you were supposed to creep by me.
That's how we got child 9.
No, we got child 9 through the grace of Jesus because seriously, I thought I tied my tubes. I really thought I tied my tubes.
Through the grace of Jesus.
The grace and guise of God. I have my 11th kid. You're probably saying, Phillip, why? Back in the olden days, they had a lot of kids because 60% of them would die. That's why they had 10 children.
Oh my God, man.
Plowing accidents and shit. That's why they have a lot of kids.
So a lot of things happen.
Helping hands on the farm. This is why they had a lot of kids back then.
Oh my
You're
God.
you're just a rich white guy that's saying, I like watching Bluey. That's all you are, nigga.
Oh man. So speaking of which, since we last talked, we talked about the top teams in NFC, Eagles, 49ers, and Dallas. And the realization has kicked in. Dallas and 49ers are pretty much two sides of the same coin, where if you get a good lead on them, they can't recover for shit. Especially the 49ers, because the Ravens put their foot on their necks and they could not. This is what happens when you force Brock Purdy to actually have to throw the ball and make plays, and he's just 4 interceptions that game. That was insane.
I love that. I just realized that you went all the way back to that game. You know what, y'all? The hard on that Chris has for the 49ers is not noticeable at all, Chris. It's not noticeable at all. I'm gonna have to blur it out. I'm gonna have to blur it out because I see it on the side over there. You just standing tall and hard. Like, no, like
all I'm
Chris
saying is if Dallas beats the 49ers in the
if
playoffs,
he has this much to take out of them. But here's the thing. You're right, man.
But you're right, though. I will say this, though, D. You're right. Purdy is kind of like the gel for that team, to be fair, on the other side of it. So you get it. But it's like when you have to force him to make plays, he's like Jake Delhomme all of a sudden.
Oh,
like,
man,
fuck.
No. He becomes pedestrian the second you take away an outlet from him, man. Okay, and I think that's the only reason.
McCaffrey's going to get his yards. That's a given. He's going to get his yards. So
I
that's
think
like
Christian
whatever.
McCaffrey earned his MVP in my book.
Over Tyreek?
Huh?
Over Tyreek?
Actually, yeah. To be honest with you,
think so? Tyreek showed me during that Dallas game, like he can make some plays when he has to make some plays.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like his. I think Tyreek only because his numbers are so. I mean, look at
ridiculous.
Him. Yeah, video game shit thrown into one character. You know what I mean?
Madden shit. Like you throwing anybody else? Just Tyreek, huh? All right.
Man, look, one of the
Tua would yeet a ball in the air, and Tyreek just.
You want to know the best thing ever, and this is the reason why I'm about to go back and start playing. I'm about to start playing on Super Bowl, Super Tecmo Bowl on Super Bowl again. I was on Super Nintendo again. I'm sorry. I'm about to play that again because I remember the year me and my cousin pretty much almost played every freaking game of a season. We pretty much played almost all those shits, and I would never forget how we just Andre Rison had like 10,000 yards and shit. We just fed Andre. Andre Reed off of Buffalo.
It was like Andre Rison good, but I mean, was he like 89 in that game? Jesus,
hell no, man. On Tecmo Bowl, we it was him, Michael Irvin Fryer because of Dan Marino, Irvin Fryer, Jerry Rice. We just these unbelievable, never heard of numbers. 16 touchdowns in week 2. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but I feel you on Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey's nice, man. He's white Marshall Faulk. So that's why Marshall Faulk sound proper, and he sounds like
it's just
a white boy trying to sound cool.
But just like Cooper Kupp is white Michael Irvin.
No, Cooper Kupp can never be white Michael Irvin.
Hey, that white boy can play some wide receiving.
Yeah, he can play some wide receiver, but he doesn't have the Coke energy. Puka Nacua might, but he's Samoan, so that kind of doesn't count.
Yeah, don't count. He's a minority here. He ain't white.
Stop, Chris. Anyway, he's a minority. It's a special Negro.
Speaking of which, if you would have look, this is why I have a feeling Dallas might get a Super Bowl and win it. Jerry and Jimmy Johnson, by virtue of Troy Aikman being the mediator here, finally sat down. Both of them sat down, and they both admitted on air, Eagles was the reason why they both were beefing for a while.
No.
We knew this. We knew this.
Look, guys, don't fight. I mean, don't tell us that. We know why you fought. You thought the other was prettier. We understand. I don't give a fuck. Like, look, here's the thing. Jerry had every reason to tell Jimmy fuck off, and Jimmy had every single reason and then some to tell Jerry to get hit by a truck. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, both sides, they were at an impasse, and for a while.
what can you do? What will you do? Jimmy gave us 3 Super Bowls. What Switzer gave me that third one? No,
Jimmy,
that's Jimmy's, nigga. Barry Switzer didn't do a
Switzer
fucking
was
thing.
Switzer was
He
plugged
turned the lights on and didn't turn them on too quick in a couple of them games.
Technically, Troy Aikman should get the coaching card that year because he was the one coaching it. And Troy will say that on air, like, "Yo, I was technically coaching that team that year."
Boy, man. You ever see Barry Switzer walk on the field and Troy Aikman's out there? It's like 80 feet apart. No, seriously, they still beefing with each other, yeah.
Troy was.
I won't go as far as to say it's still on site, but it's still on site. I don't think it's on site, but I think it's like, don't fucking talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, look. Put it this way. God damn. Put it this way. Jerry's funeral. Hi, Barry. Troy. That's like the only time they'll ever talk. Jerry Jones' funeral.
It's like Aikman with the head nod.
That's all he did. Just a nod. Like, I see you, man. Like, well, oh man, like, no, you give a look where both people that don't like each other. We all had this relationship with at least one person where you don't like each other, where you'll see each other from across the room and something happens where you both agree with it, and just because of even nigga links, the Negro AT&T that black people got, or just because that's how humans are wired, y'all both will look at each other and just have a short conversation like, "The old man's dead. Yep. See you around, man. See you around." You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. Look, you won't even speak a word. Just a glance, like, "What's up? What's up, bro?"
But that whole game, that whole atmosphere in the game,
it was beautiful.
Ring of honor. It was beautiful. All the players are there.
We're beating around the bush.
Controversy.
Yeah, we're beating around the bush. Yes, we are. Because first off, to Mike McCarthy, I swear to God,
take this shit no more, man.
Mike, do you know about clock management?
Do you know what a coach? Yo, who was it? A freaking
Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark
wasn't
said it first. He was like, "Mike, run the ball. Run the ball. Don't throw. Run. Oh, also, if you're going to throw the ball, do slant plays. Just check it down. Check it down. Check it down. Check down. That's all you got to do. 4 yards here, 3 yards here.
Good at that.
Dak is good.
He was good at that.
That's what Ferguson is there for. Ferguson is good for a slant.
That's what the fat guy for. We want to utilize Pollard. We want to utilize Pollard that way. Come on. What
right
you
there.
Doing? Yo, Tree said it the best way. Mike McCarthy is a difficulty slider. That's all he is. I swear. How do you now? I really understand what the Packers went through.
But also at the same time,
no, think about it, Chris. I get what Aaron Rodgers was talking.
His frustration.
Oh my God.
His frustration.
I get it. You mean to tell me?
You mean Reagan had a point?
Why are we slowing down? Why are we speeding up at this point? What?
But here's
you have the team that can do anything, and you're treating it like I don't know. Whatever.
It's like the Chiefs. The Chiefs gave away all their pieces, and somebody said it best. Is the Chiefs just trying to do a challenge to see if they can get to the Super Bowl with as minimal amount of players as they can? You gave up Tyreek. Let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl without Tyreek. Let's go.
Let's try. Look. Anyway, for the rest of
God mode difficulty, let's go.
Like this is what it feels like with Dallas though. What really frustrated me was not that last drive, but it did feel like, and I told you that was my problem all year, is the offense. And I can't really we can't put none of that on Dak. Can't put none of it on Dak because he's been having a fantastic year. He's done everything we wanted him to.
Take care of the ball.
The offensive line, I told you, they're beat up. They're beat up. They're beat up. kind of old.
We got Leo Collins back, baby.
Man, that's gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird. I know this nigga's gonna be off. He's gonna be so off. Anyway, but Lionel Collins coming back, he at least knows the scheme when it comes to Dallas and all that. He is actually a pretty decent filling guy, so that ain't no problem. But I'm like, our wide receivers are great and all the rest of that. So it was like,
Brandon
what's the problem?
Cooks is cooking.
It's like, so what's wrong with the offense? And it's like, oh, Mike McCarthy's running it. Good luck. And it's like, it's weird because we improved, and yet, I hate to use a hard language here, Chris, but then at times we're fucking stupid. Like, I don't get it. We're so undisciplined. What is going on with the squad?
But also, another side, breaking news, apparently Dallas is actually eyeing to get Dalvin Cook.
They better.
They made some space now for him because they switched off some people to practice squad. They got Leo Collins back. Apparently, they got open room to get Dalvin Cook. Now, I'm not saying Dalvin Cook is going to be the game changer and stuff, but like, he's actually not bad. So, I mean, we'll see if it happens, but they definitely, I mean, and I'm pretty sure they're not the only team looking, but
I know they ain't, because I think I forgot who else I saw that was looking, not the Broncos.
he wants to go to a playoff team. That was
of course
his
they're
big
going to
thing.
go to the playoff team. That's the only reason why he's going to get like, yeah, let me get on the Buccaneers.
Oh, hold on, D. Speaking of which,
No, we're not done with this game. Don't you dare.
but okay. So two big plays happened in the Detroit game.
Yeah.
Right. And we always have this thing where you feel the refs fuck you on one play, so they got to make it up for another. Oh, did they make it up? So one play happened, and I think Hutchinson got called for clipping. When you look back at the play, it wasn't Hutchinson that did the tripping. It was the other guy from off
Dallas.
Detroit. No, it was the guy off the Detroit that actually did the tripping.
Yeah.
But they both have the same close name of Hutchinson, so they just called it on Dallas. And everyone was like, hold on, how did he trip?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So it was like, okay. And that was the play that actually fucked Dallas on that play, that it went from like they actually had it would have iced the game basically.
Yeah.
And it brought him back, and it's like, oh fuck. So we get to the play. Now, all throughout the game, Detroit's coach, he was very bullish the whole game on fourth down, to his detriment at times, because that was I would say he left 6 points on the field. 6 points at least. Which actually would have put Detroit in a position to where, he got a little too bullish.
Dan Campbell at 2 points could have done that, but we at the end of the game, to give him his credit, they marched up the field, because I have no
Prevent
idea.
defense. Why? I don't
It's
understand.
like every team does that now for some reason, sportsmanship or some shit. I don't know, but being gentlemen on the field, I guess. I don't know, but so they bring it all the way up the field. Next thing you know, touchdown. They throw it over there to an open lineman. Wow, nobody checked that nigga. They actually wear the flags coming out. Next, I'm like, what's going on?
Ineligible receiver.
I'm like, what? I'm thinking he lined up wrong.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But what happened was he didn't check fucking in.
What happened was, whenever you're checking to a ref, it's usually one player at a time.
Yeah.
Detroit, in their infinite wisdom, both players walked to the freaking ref, and it confused the shit out of the ref. Now, I'm not saying the ref is off the hook on this, because it should have been corrected.
It should have been corrected.
At the same time, you confuse the ref when you have two players walking up to him, and he's like, I guess it's that guy. And it right on the loudspeaker, it says 70 has checked into the game. Now, Dan Campbell could have easily yelled at the ref and be like, wrong player, and it probably would have.
Anytime. But you know what you did? You took the gun to your foot. So let's redo this shit. Down said Hut, pick. Yeah.
Offsides because Micah got antsy.
Michael Parsons at this point gets to everybody in the whole room from every single time.
I was at home.
We were like
this, and I was like, "Oh my god, we picked it!" Flag. I'm like, "Oh no,
no. How you think DC? Like, all right, look. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not saying how, oh man, I know everything. It's just I'm looking at the play as is. Son, fuck. I'm like, I just saw him jump. I saw him jump. I'm like,
I think
no.
this is both of us.
No, I jumped out my seat. I wasn't looking like that. The second I saw Micah leap, I was like, no. Oh, God. So, all right. Now, Chris, you know what my wife was saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kick it.
Yeah, let's kick on OT.
Kick it. Kick it. Everybody at this point, kick it. No.
We gotta do this. Put the dagger in.
Do 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 blink.
Gabe, it was
beautiful. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Is about as beautiful as Mike Tomlin having another winning season, dude?
Mike Tomlin has been ducking the hammer of Damocles for a good minute yet. But you know what, Mike?
Black excellence.
Black excellence. Don't know how he does it.
Nobody can ever you know what? It's black magic. Black male magic.
Black magic. That nigga just he did it again.
It's that stare. It's that stare. He just sits there with that gruff, disapproving black dad stare.
All right. Then just all that blinky he does and shit. Yeah. You know when Mike Tomlin starts blinking hard like that, that means he's about to yell at somebody. I like how Mike Tomlin is yelling at, well, yeah, he can do it now because he's old now, so he really dwarfs these kids in age. They ain't like, back in the day when he was dealing with Joey Portman and them, niggas that was, dudes that was like his older cousins, like his younger cousins and stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nah, now he's dealing with kids, like children now to him. So
you have a front row seat to this. Can your wife and the Steelers fan base explain this phenomenon of Mike Tomlin somehow willing a winning season for the Steelers?
Let me tell you something. Two things happen when it comes to the Steelers every single year when it comes to this shit. Number one, Mike Tomlin, is he a good coach? I cannot prove that he's not a bad one.
I feel he is somehow.
Chris, all I can say is that I cannot prove he's a bad one. That is all I can say about Mike Tomlin.
My blackness will never say he's a bad coach.
My blackness should say he's a bad coach because I have proof that this nigga's a bad coach. But you know what he does every single mother flipping season? Have a winning season. And I can't call him a bad coach for that. Number two, this nigga kind of likes Pennsylvania, so he wants to stay there a little bit longer, and he actually knows how to coach. I don't know, but no, really, the thing that really gets me, what I can tell you, the Steeler fan base also Mike Tomlin, he benefits off of Steeler bullshit. Much like cowboy it's like cowboy bullshit. But cowboy bullshit pretty much benefits us getting over on shit where people say we cheat. When it's like, nigga, if we cheat, we would have had 8 Super Bowls by now. So let's not do that. Yeah. But with much like the Steeler magic is dumb magic to me. Like, so let me get this straight. Y'all, your third string quarterback. Yep. Big smiles on their face. Yep. You are trying to get into the playoffs. Yep. You actually knocked yourself out the playoffs 3 weeks ago. Yep. And now you won this game. Yep. So what are you going now? We're going to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you. Like, that's all of them. Each and every one of them. Do you know these niggas? Chris, do you know these niggas sat and cursed out motherfucking Mason Randolph a couple of seasons ago? They was like, I can't wait till this nigga get on my team. Do you know that they act like this? Do you know this nigga? They act like this nigga is Ben fucking Roethlisberger year 3 right now. Because here's the thing, the Steelers cannot live without not being in the playoffs. If they're not in the playoffs, women will get slapped, children will be traumatized, and more alcohol.
Let me tell you, this is where we're at right now on the standings. If the playoffs were to start right now, on the NFC side, Green Bay will be playing Dallas, Rams will be playing Detroit, Philly will be playing at Tampa Bay.
Do you know that the Rams could probably beat Detroit if Detroit Ooh, can you smell it? Detroit going in the game, smelling themselves, and get ate by Puka Nacua. You can see that.
Now on the AFC side,
Mhm.
Colts, Dolphins, Bills, Chiefs. Oh, that's going to be a shit show.
No, this is what the NFL wanted. That's
D.
exactly what the
If
NFL
that
wanted.
happens, prepare for this.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No.
Sad boy.
See the
Sad
script
boy,
writers.
Josh Allen.
See if you've seen anything, Chris. See, look. The script writers have told me this is that Josh has to get over on this year because Patrick is at his weakest. His receivers can't catch the flu if they was butt naked in the middle of Alaska.
Hey, Taylor
Like,
Swift almost ready to come on there and be a chief so she can catch.
Pacheco, man, he was killing them niggas yesterday. Wasn't even the other day. Wasn't he? Whew, good God, that nigga can run, man.
D. Can we talk about how the Raiders came in and threw their dick on the table on the damn Chiefs? That was beautiful.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God, man.
Beautiful. Also, Cleveland and Jacksonville. I never saw that coming.
What about
Cleveland and Jacksonville playing in the playoffs. I'll be like, are you serious?
Nah, no. Here's one thing. Look, Jacksonville can fuck around and lose this shit. This is what look like. Let's check it out. Look, fuck
Old
this
man Flacco versus the Ravens.
All right, check it out.
That's the script writing right there.
Now,
we need
here's the
that.
thing.
We need that.
Now here's the thing. I think the Steelers can't make it though. I think the Steelers
Steelers have a
make
chance. So here's what the Steelers have. Because I'm looking at it right now. So Steelers, how the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth. Pittsburgh win plus a Buffalo loss.
Okay.
Pittsburgh win plus a Jacksonville loss or tie. Pittsburgh win plus a Houston Indianapolis tie, or Pittsburgh tie plus Jacksonville loss plus Houston Indianapolis doesn't end in a tie, or Jacksonville loss plus Denver win plus Houston Indianapolis doesn't end in a tie.
Okay, now here's the problem, Chris. Here's the actual problem. The problem is
Who Buffalo got?
no. How because all of this sounds like this. They have no choice but to win.
Yeah.
And this is something I learned about Steelers culture. How petty is Baltimore going to be? And I mean
Oh, they play Buffalo, don't they?
No.
Who they play?
They play Baltimore.
No. I'm saying who plays who?
Steelers play Baltimore.
Oh.
So, like I said,
do you take Lamar out because you already got the first round bye?
I say to you again, how petty
do you want to steal their soul and not make them make the playoffs?
Now, here's the question: why would you even risk it?
Because you need Lamar. You need Lamar healthy.
You need Lamar healthy,
and you know the Steelers are going to play their heart out.
And here's the thing:
that's a conference game.
And yeah, they're going to play their heart out. And you know, this is one of those games where anything stupid can happen. Not because it's football, Chris, but because this is a rivalry game. So
Buffalo can actually get bopped out of the playoffs if they lose and Pittsburgh wins.
Wait a minute. So
they play Miami on Sunday.
So if Buffalo loses,
Buffalo would clinch the AFC East title with a win. How the Bills can clinch a playoff berth? Buffalo tie or Pittsburgh loss or tie. So I think it's basically Pittsburgh can get in, but Buffalo losing, it's not going to kill them per se, but it'll still hurt. It's weird. It's weird because Miami pretty much got the number 1 seed in the AFC. No, Baltimore. Yeah. Baltimore has it. My bad. I'm tripping. So yeah, it's weird.
That's confusing.
Well, basically, Buffalo and Miami.
I get it. It's just that it is
okay.
So
actually,
no.
I'm looking at it now. Okay, both teams can make into the playoffs. What it is my bad. This Sunday is basically for the AFC East title, essentially. So
no. I get that. I'm just saying that it's just so sad how this could have been locked up for the Steelers and they could have bopped. Wow.
Yeah. It's.
You really see where they messed up on that little losing streak, man. That's really where it is.
Yeah. Basically, Dallas beats Washington. They have pretty much number 2 seed locked in, essentially. That's basically what it is. So,
speaking of, So I turn on the game. So when I turned on the game, it was about the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, this is the end of this shit. But apparently, Kyler Murray's controller was in the hands of somebody that knew what they were doing. And I don't understand it, yeah. He ate the Eagles. And I was telling them, and Chris, isn't it like what I told y'all weeks ago?
It's wild.
It's funny that I told y'all when they beat the Cowboys, when they beat us, I told all of you their defense is very weak. Very weak. The fact that we came back in that game in the state we were in told me everything. We weren't even trying, and we effortlessly came up the field twice. And if we gave a little bit more of a shit, we probably could have made it something. So let's not. I was like, okay, that.
This guy almost made a game.
Yeah, that guy eating you up before. Also, no, actually, here's my biggest giveaway was fucking Jalen Hurts. I noticed that Jalen in the fourth quarter kind of just disappears. And I was like, why are you not closing games?
He did it against the Seahawks,
how do you have Devontae Smith and AJ Brown? And you mean to tell me you are not just picking and choosing on how you're going to just dismantle a defense in the fourth quarter? In the fourth quarter, you're doing like, you know what I found out? It's a little bit of everything. And it's all falling down on the coaches because I totally forgot who was coaching this team. They stink.
Oh, you don't want the NFL guys to interfere from our plays. Oh, man. That would be terrible if the NFL guys came down and
Roger
was like,
Goodell was like, what the fuck is going on here? And you know it's going to be the owner of Baltimore, like, you understand, this is the AFC North. Let's go Ravens! He got a big ass Ravens tattoo. Ah! One of the Roonies on the other oldest box.
Release the Steelers.
Like, what the
but nah, man.
But
nah, man, like you right. It's something up because they did that same shit. Like, look, at least when Arizona beat us, we underestimated Black Powder, right?
Yes,
we underestimated them, right? Mm-hmm. You had Kyler Murray. You should have had your foot on their necks immediately.
Not in the worst part.
A healthy Kyler, 100%.
And Chris, that was the telling thing. I was like, it was the Dallas game all over again. Remember how Dak was just like, you coming basic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Kyler was doing. He ate these niggas up the field 3 times. I was doing
his usual Kyler thing where he ducks off to the side and runs off to the side and phew.
And here's the best part. And the best part to me is when you really look at it from an outside perspective, the meltdown that the Eagles have is one of the most deserved meltdowns in the NFL right now because they are bad. They like I told all of you, without any of this referee assistance they have gotten in the early of the season and even later in the season, they stink. Mm-hmm. They actually stink. Yo, the Giants almost had y'all twice.
Well,
not twice. Not twice. I'm talking about the Redskins. I'm sorry. Skins almost had you. Let's not talk about how the Skins got totally by the 49ers. I ain't gonna go into that.
Hey, the 49ers woke the fuck up in the second half. They're like, oh shit, it's the Commanders. We gotta win this game.
I like how a shout out to the Commanders really having this. Jacoby's doing it. Jacoby's here. Jacoby can do it for us. Yeah. This season, the season's over, but it's gonna end on a bright note. Jacoby Brissett, what do you mean his hamstring is hurt? What do you mean he's
we got Howell again? No,
he loses again.
Speaking of which,
Hans Moman in the back. I like Sam Howell.
Speaking of which, So I'm guessing Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos Association just gave the middle finger to Russell Wilson. And you know what? To Russell Wilson's credit, he is being very professional about
Get out.
this.
Get out. Get the fuck. That's what they did to him.
Russell Wilson's looking at him like, well, all right then.
Well, all right then. May God bless you. Fuck you.
That's exactly what he did.
You
Russell
know that's
Wilson was like,
exactly what they
well, God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys Monday. See you Sunday. It's like, fuck you and your guy, Russell. It's like, damn. Like, they really, so basically, the Denver Broncos Association, their excuse was basically Russell has a clause in his contract where basically if he gets injured before the end of the season, he's guaranteed the money. The Denver Broncos Association was like, no, we're just going to bench Russ because, we don't want anything to happen to him. AKA, we don't want to pay him the money. AKA, we're going to release him after the season. I'm like, wow. He's the reason why your team is almost about to be in the playoffs.
I like that though. Like, you see how you did that? In the end, we're gonna at the end of the day, we're just gonna bench him because we're gonna release him anyway. I was like, nigga.
So why don't you just say that? I mean, what the fuck? Every time I come over here, you always gotta take me through the.
Because that's what, dude. They literally were playing in our faces with the news release reports, and everybody was like, "Just say you're gonna release him. Just say you're gonna."
He's getting benched. Why? Well,
be careful for his safety. Okay, sure.
What? They gonna get rid of him? Say it then.
It's like the man that literally turned the Broncos around and got them into a position to actually get into the playoffs, and you bench him.
Well, that project didn't work out. At least John Elway is being humble about this. What's John doing?
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it.
I mean, I don't want to say it's schism, but it is. It's definitely a lot of schism in that. I'm looking at Sean Payton on that one because I'm like, it's Sean Payton that made that call too. I know it.
Sean Payton has been very vocal on how much he really don't like it.
He don't like niggas, all right? That's just what it is.
No. Look. I know he was with Wrangler jeans in the summertime, Drew Brees. I understand that, all right? But I don't think he's, quite as MAGA as him.
I don't know. Jameis Winston pissed him off probably, so he's like, "Fuck all black people." After that, just eating the W's. You know what?
No. How about no, Scott? About no?
You think Jacksonville?
Why? They got Trevor Lawrence. Unless Trevor Lawrence is a smart thing and get the fuck out of there.
Or Oakland Raiders. Let's ride.
Time to go to Vegas. Time for this Christian to stand tall in the city of sin. No. It's time for this Christian to stand tall in the city of sin. Shine bright in the city of sin. There we go.
As he has the Las Vegas sphere that does different colors.
The sphere in his hand. Yo, no. Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, Russ, look, check it out. The Commanders.
First.
Oh God.
DC,
Oh my God.
Let's ride.
Nah.
I think you're gonna be up at Jericho Christian Church every Sunday.
He gonna be at Jericho every Sunday, walking there barefooted. Back and forth.
Why barefoot, sir?
Why barefoot? Why not, nigga? Y'all gotta understand. Look, if you ever been to DC, right? That look, it's like the stadium is where FedEx, where the Redskins play. Down one of the hills,
Bryce Seat Road.
Bryce Seat Road is one of the biggest churches in Prince George's County. Jericho Temple, the Jericho. I'm about to say Temple of Praise, Jesus. But Jericho but Jericho's like the biggest church down there. And when Dr. Peebles died, it was really, really sad because a whole lot of dudes in the church kind of fucked up the church's money and kicked her son out the church. It was really, really effed up. I don't know what's going on at this point. D is just
Jericho Baptist Church.
Jericho Baptist Church. I forget.
Yes. Either which way, I can see Russell Wilson being there with his kids and Sierra. It'd be the face of Jericho Christian Church. Man, he would go to. You know what?
First
Yes.
Baptist
Yes.
of Glenard, nigga.
Yes. He will be at Glenarden Baptist. Yes. You know what? He would.
Hold up. Hey, baby, what's the black white church that everybody goes to around here? What's the big white black church that everybody go to? Like white people go there, but a whole lot of black people go there. It's in PG. He got like a white pastor. Oh, never mind. It was First Baptist of Glenard. Never mind.
First Baptist of Glenarden.
No, thank you, baby. Evangel.
Oh, he'd be there.
He will go to Evangel. He will go to Evangel and like it. Sierra be there. Man, that she ain't going to a black church. Again, Russ, I'm not comfortable. No. Actually, I forgot. There's a whole lot of black people at that church, but you're like, is the pastor Russ? I'm sorry. I just have to hear the word of God for someone I can really relate. That's fucked up. Let me stop.
Oh man, if you go to Commanders, woo, that'd be hilarious.
I would love to see. No. Real talk.
I would love to see it though.
No. Why? So they can stall out again. I'm so sorry. Look, Eric. Look, Chris. Real talk.
About to get a black
We
coach
only-
here in Washington,
look,
sir.
Chris, the only thing we care about is us and the Eagles and us winning the division. You know what I mean? I got to be real with you. It's kind of boring with the Redskins going, all right, this is the year, and they fall back. I'm tired of this. I want them to be good for a little bit, man. God. I want to take this shit no more, man. As a Washingtonian, I'm tired of this. I want the stupid back and forth slaps that we used to have. We don't do that no more. It's
Losing recipes, dude. Losing recipes.
Thank you. It's the Redskins going, and that's just sticking our fist out and them running into it. That's what it's been.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Sam. Sorry for you this Sunday because you're gonna have Mike Parsons in your face and you're gonna have PTSD by the end of the game.
You know what? Look, actually, here's the funny thing. If D's a betting man, Cowboys losing this game. If D's a betting man, we losing this game. And
Here's what's
gonna be
happen.
hilarious.
No. We're gonna win. What's gonna happen is Dak's gonna get his 35 or 28 or whatever, and then we're gonna get Cooper Kupp in there, Cooper Rush in there, and then Cooper Rush will play. That's what's gonna happen.
I got a feeling that Cooper is gonna play the entire game. And
You think so?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I think he's gonna. No, you know what?
Dak
Dak is gonna get 20. We're gonna be up 21 points, and then he'll put Cooper Rush in.
I got Dak doing the first 10. I got Dak doing the first 10 snaps, and after 2 touchdowns, know what I said? 10 snaps and 2 touchdowns. And after that, he'll sit down the rest of the game, and somehow, by some miracle, these freaking Commanders fans will run down Martin Luther King Highway going, hell to the Redskins. It's like they won the Super Bowl.
But
I don't know how they're going to win, but they are.
This man is about to do it for the Bucks. To Mr. Baker Mayfield's credit, he's put the Bucks in a position to get into the playoffs. Now they lost this past Sunday.
Week, but say not
last week, but the weeks leading to last week's loss, he was doing it for the Bucks. He was cooking.
So
and they got to win. It's basically both. I think it's the Bucks and who the Bucks play.
The Bucks play the Panthers, and
it's a win or go home situation for both teams.
So here's the thing.
Well, actually, no, for the Bucks, it's basically win or go home. Basically.
No, it's saying they for the Saints too.
Yeah. Both teams got to win or go.
Now check it out. Now check it out.
It's the Panthers. You think that's an easy win, right?
No. It's not even that. It's that. Do you know that I am rooting for destruction in this? Because if both lose, Somebody still has to win the division, and who will it go to? That
Actually,
is
it would go to the Bucks for strength of schedule, basically.
Okay. Now here's the better part. What's their record? They're 8-8. Eric, Chris, that would mean a team makes it into the playoffs with an 8-9 record. Do you know how bad that would look for the NFL, who forced this stupid ass and another team in for the playoff thing? Do you know this makes
This is
them
the
look
sick part.
bad for that crap?
They will own
again?
no. It actually because so basically here's what will happen.
Mhm.
If they both lose,
Somebody has
they're-
to
okay,
win the division.
okay, because basically they're 3-2 in the division. Tampa is 6-5 in the conference, and Saints is 5-6 in the conference. So it would go to Tampa because they have because basically that will put the Saints at 5-7 and the Bucks at 6-6. So they will win because they have one game over the Saints, essentially, right now.
So wait. Who has the weaker record?
Between the two,
Wait, so both of them. So who has the most in the division?
it's basically based off the conference.
Yeah. So who has a
Tampa is 6-5, Saints is 5-6.
So if they both lose, they still go. Yeah. Okay.
So basically,
I got lost.
now if Tampa loses and New Orleans Saints win, that's where it's like, what happens? What happens? Because they both are tied with the same record.
No, they won't. Them not, they both got the same record. They're both 8-8.
Okay, yeah. So basically, it would go to the Saints.
Yeah. But still,
What they
no.
tie?
What if shut up. If they tie at that point, look for whoever put that on their parlay. And number two, this is scripted. This is all scripted if it's a tie.
It really is.
But that also being said, I hope to God both lose. And I hope it'll be first off, if I want Tampa to win the division. So I win no matter what. but yes, I think like Tampa's the stronger team in that division and all the rest of that. But do you know how much they suck? Like, do you like? And that's all. That's them or the Saints. The Saints are another level of suck themselves, man.
Green Bay too, to a degree. Green Bay is about.
Green Bay is better. Look, Green Bay
slightly better. All right, easy on that. It's slightly better. Slightly.
No, they're not. They're not even. Look, real talk. Green Bay has just been going like, all right, Green Bay Packer Magic, yeah.
We're in Detroit, but we'll get in second place.
We're gonna get in there by gum.
Hey, they gotta play Chicago, who's been on fire lately. So
Chicago will beat them. Look, if Chicago.
They gotta play Chicago to get in. So that's already. And you got Justin Fields, who don't give a shit at this point. He's just playing for the love of the game at this stage. God bless him, man. He's like, I know I'm getting traded, but I'm playing. Let's go. He's another one where I feel he's going to land on a good team after this, personally. So, hopefully it ain't the Commanders. I do not wish that on them at all.
No. I think he's going to go to Jets.
Browns.
The Jets.
He's going to go to Browns.
He ain't gonna go to the Browns. The Browns have to deal with that sex offender that they still got their dog on.
Yeah, they're still on the hook for that money that they paid them. So yeah.
Oh, they ain't get rid of Deshaun. Deshaun's just like this. So I'm gonna come out next season and do exactly what Joe Flacco was doing.
Some Joey.
What I'm seeing right now with the Browns is this little cute little thing that the NFL set them up to go into the playoffs. It's nice.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. They have no business being in the playoffs. I think the Steelers technically are better than them, but I can't prove it because have you seen Njoku? He's incredible. You can shoot that man with an RPG and he'll keep running.
Breaking news: Steelers are sitting Lamar Jackson against the Steelers. Ravens are so he is sitting against the Steelers. So
okay,
all right, there's your answer.
So see, he is sitting.
Miracles can happen, Steelers. Your fate of playoffs is in your hands now.
All right, Yenzers. Now listen to me. This is your time. I need you to go to the ball. Where it's going to be? Where's it going to be at? Where are you going to play?
I think it's in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore?
Yep, it's in Baltimore.
All right. So all my Yinzers are surrounding the Baltimore area. If you're smart, you will all go to the hotels in Baltimore. Food poison. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who do you feel is going to go in though? Do you think the Colts or Texans are going to try to get in? Who would you want in there, Colts or Texans?
Well, the Texans, number one. The Texans are just a much better team. The Colts don't deserve to be in, and I only mean that in the sense of remember when it was that one? I forgot which year that was. Remember the last good year that Kirk Cousins had with the Redskins, and they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And you remember I was telling everybody up and down, look, I understand it's cool. Y'all are not good enough to be here. That's my problem with the Colts.
You don't like
They
the
will have
Minshew experience?
No, they're not good enough. In fact, that's my problem. They're not better. They're not even better than
They've done good.
Jacksonville.
They've done just enough.
They have done just enough, and they have been ducked. And to give them their credit, their defense has been really good. You know, they have been ducking, swinging hammers themselves, man. But to be really honest, it's luck to me. So I hate to say it, no, the Texans actually, but the Texans that belong to be as the ones that belong in there.
D, I owe you a Coke because the Wizards couldn't quite get to that 10 wins. They were 4 off from 10 before Christmas, so I was feeling some.
I told you
10 before Christmas.
we
And
were
I'm like,
sitting at 7 games.
I think the meme that had me rolling was
Oh, you saw it.
Detroit losing and the Wizard. It was Martin. It was the Wizards and
The Spurs.
The Spurs, like, well, at least they're taking the pressure off me right now.
No, for real.
Woo!
All right. The cutest thing I saw is cute. Yes, it's cute for D. Ish Smith got his ring for being on the Nuggets, and as a dude that used to be on the Wizards, that's cool as shit.
Good
for
him.
Good for Ish. And I saw how all the players on Detroit really, really love him. And that's cool because Ish, and that's actually where Ish was really good at anyway, when he first came in the league, when he played for Pistons. So, yeah, good for him. You know what kills me, though, Eric Chris? Like, that's the only celebration they're going to be doing this whole fucking season.
Who, the Nuggets?
No. The Pistons. Them celebrating for Ish, yeah, soak it up. That's the closest thing y'all going to come to when it comes. That's the closest where y'all ever going to see y'all lives.
The Pistons
fucking around with this
are the whooping boys of the NBA. You need a confidence booster, you play the Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons, the Wizards, the Spurs, and the freaking Blazers.
At least the Wizards and Spurs have fight in them.
No, they don't.
Yes,
the Wizards don't. You go to Chris, you go to the Wizards games to see Jordan Poole bounce the ball and they have the ball smack him dead in the face. You go see the Spurs to see a tall guy do this and then make every shot.
They have an excuse to every building around him, so they got an excuse.
They got an excuse. And then you got why you go to the Blazers game? People go to Blazers games?
People live in Portland? What?
Thank you. Like, hold on. No, actually, you know what? For the people of Portland, because I know what y'all going through. I'm sorry. People can afford to go to the games out there. Seriously, there's a homeless problem out there, and I really, it's fucked up out there in Oregon. Y'all supposed to be the good liberal people. What the hell? Y'all libertarians. That's what y'all are. I'm like,
In positive news, though,
positive news.
Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves are kicking people's asses for free.
Eating people alive. As
Jesus. They scared the shit out of the Nuggets. Even the Nuggets, like, oh shit, we gotta get our shit together right now.
Look. Anthony, like I said, Anthony ain't playing with nobody.
Michael Jordan's illegitimate kid.
One of Jordan's many. I can't even make. I don't know. I feel like Jordan,
Adonis Creed.
I feel like Clubber Lang's son. That's what that is, dude.
Bro. Dude, the energy that the Timberwolves are like them and the Thunder. Those two right there, man.
Shy, look, the fact that Shy is not on everybody's TV right now is amazing to me because it reminds me of. Not in the same capacity, because a lot more people was watching because people actually watched the Jazz more than I give them credit for. But when Donovan Mitchell was playing on the Jazz, I knew a lot of people that didn't know who the fuck he was. I'm like, you need to see him. almost on the same level with John, like even with John Morant to an extent. Like you need to see this dude play.
Was it
But
Stevenson off of the Pacers?
Almost the same way.
Not Stevenson.
Stevenson,
I forgot his name. On the Pacers during the in season tournament and stuff.
Halliburton. You talking about
Halliburton. He's another one.
Yeah, but this like but when it comes to Shy, I like y'all forget everybody forget like I forgot about him. Yeah, he plays on the same team as Chet Hutchinson, but yet y'all forget he's the real reason why they're good. Why Oklahoma's good. Man, they nice, man. They need to be on. They really need to be on TV every night, man. They really that damn good, bro.
Yeah, it's insane.
And when it comes to the when I was watching the games on Christmas, it was really funny watching. Actually, it was really fun watching the Lakers game, but you just really see all the flaws the Lakers have. It was on full display. You can tell that D'Angelo Russell is good, but he needs to be better. But he has the problem that all LeBron teams that don't have a strong point guard have. You're not really a point guard, are you, nigga?
And that's why LeBron is running point on the team now.
Running point on the team like a motherfucker, And then
they don't have a true point guard. It's just
it is, but you do see these spurts of real brilliance with this team, where it's like, can you imagine if LeBron and AD don't have to worry about everybody else doing their job and everybody else is on their job? Do you know how freaking dangerous they are? That is a scary team, man. I'm not saying they can beat like get the Western like that, but it's like just by that dynamic alone of those two, good Lord, it's scary. But
yeah,
you only see one or the other. You know what I mean?
Though.
I'm sorry, not one or the other, but you only see LeBron.
AD, when he isn't hurt, steps up. So,
shit. Come on, man. Get up.
Now, flip side, the Clippers finally figured it out. And you got to give credit to Russell Westbrook. He was like, hey, I'm going to fall back and I'll play off the bench. And since then, the Clippers have been on a 9-1 tear these past 10 games. And it's like, oh, shit, they finally figured it out, how to get this offense running now. Who knew? Now, what's the downside to this? Well, we'll see come playoffs.
No, D already knows what's coming. I'm not saying nothing yet.
Okay. All right. Golden State and you know what? What's gonna say?
No, it ain't that big of a deal.
Golden State and the Lakers, they're going to be fighting for that play-in game for the playoffs.
Yes, they are. They keep on fucking around. The Warriors still got this idea that it's 2016 and they can still You remember in Casino when Nicky started doing too much coke and he took all day to beat somebody up? That's what the Warriors are.
Hey, look, I gotta be real. Maybe in hindsight, getting rid of Jordan Poole wasn't the smartest idea.
I'm just saying. No, you wanted the 33-year-old that don't really score. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
I'm really sitting back thinking about it. I was like, if Jordan
headlock good though, huh?
Yeah. I was like, if Jordan Poole never got traded, I think the Warriors would have been in a better position to pick up the slack for a lot of shit. He's good for those things and stuff. So it's just even the Pelicans. The Pelicans are doing okay right now and stuff. Like I said, Zion, stay healthy. Lose some weight.
You can really tell, man. It's like, oh yeah, it's like I actually sat and watched the Knicks game. Yuck. So I was watching the Knicks and the Bucks though.
Did you see that trade that they did?
I'm sorry, they what?
Yeah, you see the Knicks. I think they did a trade. Hold on, let me bring it up.
Did they trade for someone?
There's a potential. Was it? They let's see. Who did they get? I'm trying to think. I just saw it. It was there it is. So the Knicks acquired OG Anunoby, and they sent RJ Barrett and Quickly and a second-round pick to the Raptors. And they're also getting Precious Achiuwa and Malachi Flynn.
So here's the thing. Y'all traded Barrett. I see why y'all did that. RJ ain't doing nothing. He really ain't. He
Yeah.
really ain't adding to that team. He's not developing the way they want. I think that's the real big thing. He didn't develop the exact way they want to. And they probably he's probably owed a bunch of money too. So I'm gonna guess that was a strategic on train.
I mean, it helped the Knicks. So
I was watching the Christmas game, and I was thinking like, well, I understand why this team has a fighting chance. It's the East. And let me preference that it's the East, okay? This East ain't really scaring nobody.
Oh well, the Bucks and Celtics are scaring people.
But when I was watching the game though, I can see why the Bucks always have the same problems they always have, man. It feels like the team is going to live and die off Giannis, and that's not a bad thing. But
scary thing about the Celtics. Porzingis.
I was about to get.
Me and Dean, we said this when he got traded to the Celtics. He's a big get for him, but holy crap, is that dude been
perfect? I told you when he went over there, he was going to be perfect for him, man. He simply put, he was going to be a defensive presence. He could drop 20 for you if you need him to.
He drops 20 in his sleep.
That's what I'm saying. He could do that, and he can do that if you want him to. He is a real defensive presence. He is their leadership. His leadership skills, like he's a leader because he's been playing the game so long. And he knows the game so well. He can keep up with people. If he's not hurt, and he's going to get hurt. Unfortunately, he's going to have to sit out probably a few games of the year. But he's fine. Yeah, he's good. He's real good. I was like, and get him with that in the setup that they already got with the Celtics. Like, that's perfect for him, man. Him being there is going to put in dividends for him. Now. That is the good. That's why I'm laughing, because even if the Celtics make it, I mean, even if the Clippers make it, I look at the Celtics. I'm like, oh God, I don't look. There's more to that. My whole little thing. I'm not even going to say it. I'm gonna wait till the All-Star game really to
start
All-Star
break.
All-Star break is the next time where we talk like, all right, we've seen enough of this shit. You suck.
One thing, let's get this through the way. Wizards, you suck. You're not making the playoffs. You're done. You're dead.
Man, come on, man. We won 12 games. We won 9 games. There we go.
Okay. All-Star game. When's the All-Star break?
Mid-February. So it's like a month and a half from now.
I give the Wizards 15 games.
15?
15.
I'm gonna give them 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them 12.
If they get 12, I owe you another Coke. So that's 2 Cokes I owe you. It's 2 Cokes.
I gotta get the tickets to see them play the Heat. I actually promised my son to see them play the Heat.
Okay.
So I gotta actually watch that game.
But Embiid, holy crap, that dude is a beast.
For now,
we'll see. see if my fantasy basketball is any indication. Embiid is one of those people where you need to keep an eye on him, because he's been resting his legs because they've been giving him trouble. Yeah. So as much as he's dropping 50+ points a night and shit, his knees.
I think that's the one problem I have with Embiid. There's a lot of this his output during the season is just, I always worry about certain people when their output is so just ridiculous during the season. This is like all this shit happened like post Shaq and Kobe Lakers. I noticed this where a lot of dudes will put on these big ass performances all through the season and do nothing in the playoffs, or that team is nothing in the playoffs, despite that dude being a walking, talking, dunking nuclear bomb, and they can't do shit with it.
He's not burning himself out, honestly.
And I feel like either the person burns himself out or the team is burnt out around that dude. And I seen this with, and you're going to agree with each team I say this with. We've seen this with the Wizards, with Gilbert and the Wizards. We've seen this with Tracy and the Rockets at one point, and Tracy with the Magic at one point. Who else? Freaking Baron Davis. We've seen it with both the Warriors and the Hornets. Well, like I said, he will have these incredible games and then get to the playoffs.
And that's the thing too. It's like when
it's weird.
it's gonna have to get to a point, especially with the NBA changing the rules up on load management. You gotta look at Embiid like Embiid. You need to ease up on them 50 points a night.
Yeah,
shits. Like
not even the 50 points a night. It's like, look, here's the thing: if you can maintain any type of scoring like that, man, go ahead, fine, that's on you. But there will come a time where it's like, how is he? How is his body? You know what I mean? The thing that is tattooed in my brain is one of the things. Like I said, I told this to Aaron. I was like, as much as I don't like Jordan present day and everything about Jordan and I'm so disenfranchised with my old hero. There's one thing that is tattooed in my brain: seeing Jordan resting his fucking knees in a fucking tub, and he's that burnt. Like, you seen a player burnt out like that. I can only imagine, like I say, in the NBA being harder and faster on players' bodies. How fucked up your knees is. You were playing on a torn meniscus a whole season ago. A season and a half ago, bro. So how you doing it now? Dog, Jerome Bettis can't fucking walk. And you mean to tell me I ain't trying to, that's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to see y'all dudes get messed up, man. Because when the basketball gods come, they don't play around. Look, that's why Bill Walton, they got a low roller teeth no more. I don't know. I forgot what they took from Bill Walton, man. I don't know what they took from Bill Walton.
Just like they took
totally, I don't know.
Took was it Brandon what's his face, his knees?
Who's these?
He was for Portland, played for Brandon something. I forgot his name, but he literally left the NBA.
Brendan Roy.
Yeah, Brendan Roy. They took his knees. It was like, you're done. You're done.
Man, the basketball gods are cruel and confusing. Yeah, that's all I can tell you, man. The basketball gods were like, wait a minute, the basketball gods were good to Bill Russell. Couldn't keep it. I don't know. Like, he didn't talk to his kids. I don't know, nigga. Something like that.
Man, basketball guys, Grace Wilt the Stilt were not getting any STDs, so
Oh, yes, they did. It's like this. He had plenty of STDs. We took away the fact that nobody fucked with him post NBA. That's what we took away from him. No, seriously, the real big tragedy about Wilt Chamberlain is that he ran his mouth a lot. And especially white folk, you a black dude in the 70s writing books?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you ain't Bill Russell. So a lot of that ate him up, man. But to give Wilt his credit, he kept banging chicks and making movies, and nigga was friends with Andre the Giant. He's like, look, he was living his best life. Joe, the way he went on Michael Jordan was funny as hell, yeah. I was like, yo, man. Man, he hated Jordan. Oh, Wilt Chamberlain hated Jordan.
Hey, look.
Look.
You probably hate Gilbert for calling the fact that he just played crackheads and shit. So,
Look, Gilbert.
Oh, Mike went off.
Let him go.
Oh, yeah, it is.
My bad, man. Yeah, I said Gilbert will let Wilt Chamberlain go. He'd be like, now all the other crap. Like, nigga, you were fighting like no one Gil. He like, you were playing dudes who weren't even 6'5". I don't want to hear you. And to be honest with you, Gil ain't all the way probably wrong if he said that to.
It really ain't.
If Wilt Chamberlain was alive today, Gilbert would probably eat him alive. You want to let's bring up numbers, nigga.
Do it right now. Let's go.
Gilbert killed me because they're like, I told this to my pop. Like, Gilbert, he's going to say at least 35% things that go across my head. Like, shut up.
Same time.
And then there's something, and then a lot of it is stuff I agree on because that's how basketball's played. Like, what? Nigga, he's right. Anyway, whatever.
Just is what it is. What can you do? But yeah. We didn't talk about this, so I think I know we touched on it during our year in review on this, but Ohtani having that big ass contract.
Yeah, 700 million.
That's insane.
And the big thing, and I said it before, but the big thing that it came with is that you pretty much bought Japan with it. And I'm not joking.
Oh yeah.
Whoever was going to get Ohtani was going to get the rights to pretty much every game every game that's broadcasted in Japan, meaning that everybody's going to watch that damn game. And well, at least most fans in Japan gonna watch the game. So
Mhm.
they had to cut a deal with whatever team was going to get it. You getting the rights to pretty much Japan, and that was a big, massive part of it. And it really came down to Seattle and Los Angeles, and it went to the Dodgers. Dodgers had way more money for it and all the rest of that shit. And this is massive. Shohei is going to be 110 years old and still getting money from this contract, like it's insane how big this thing is. It's the biggest contract in sports history, man.
We laughed at this, when the Orioles had the great season that they had. So they just approved the lease extension for Camden Yards for another 30 years, but
That's cool.
the team can opt out after 15.
Now here's the thing. We don't know how life is, and we don't know how much money is going to come in, go out of Baltimore. There's always going to be a chance that might come up of them leaving Baltimore. It matters how much the landscape of baseball changes to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Baltimore got lucky, and I got very lucky because I don't think a lot of people really understand how close it was for them leaving Baltimore.
That winning season saved that stadium.
You ain't lying. This
didn't matter that they got bought at the playoffs. That was irrelevant. The fact that the season was so good and that stadium was packed because of the winning
it went
season.
From nobody there to everybody there. And I was telling this to and here's the thing. Yeah, we will not, like I said, we don't know how much the landscape is going to change, but if Baltimore would have left here and went to, I don't know where they were going to go anyway. I think Montreal was one of the places they were talking about, because there's a big chance that they want to bring the Expos back, which is there enough people? No, the problem is there enough people in Canada going to watch them? That's the big problem. Is there going to be enough? Is there enough of a fan base up there for them to watch? But that's a whole other story. But yeah, it was going to be weird, man. And in mid cities, and this is not calling Baltimore mid, even though it's very mid. Look, Baltimore got better bars than us. Okay, look, they party better than us in here in DC. All right. No, look, Chris. I agree with you. But yeah, I mean, they party harder.
If you said Baltimore County, that's a different story.
Ew, yuck. No, Baltimore County is like going out with a good-looking girl, but nobody knows she has a meth problem. That's Baltimore County to me.
I mean, you ain't lying.
Look. I'd rather go to the rattiest side of Baltimore than spend time in Baltimore County.
Don't want to go in good old Townsend? Don't want to go to Security Mall, dude?
Security Mall.
How about good old Glen Burnie? Crazy, right?
Look. Real talk. You know me. There are two places in Maryland. You will not make me go to Glen Burnie. You will not. Ellicott City and Glen Burnie. Ellicott City and Glen Burnie. You cannot make me go there. I don't want to go there.
Say, I don't want to go to Ellicott City. Why?
You know the clip. Take them to Detroit. That's how it is with me.
Oh God, no.
Somebody take him to Glen Burnie. No! I will never forget. Angie and me was watching. We was trying to get apartments like way early in our we was together, and we was like, she was like Glen Burnie, and I freaked out.
Hey, Catonsville, that's great. No.
Anyway.
Oh man, but nah, this whole year, like I said, going to the new year, this is definitely going to be interesting with the script writing in the NFL.
I will say this. I think. One more thing to bring up before we come to our full close. Wrestling is weird. It's going to be weird, and everybody's freaking out because The Rock came back, which.
I agree with you, D-Rock capping like shit.
I think they're gonna do nothing with that, man.
I know. I want Roman to come out there, look at The Rock like this. Hold on, where's it at? Just like this the whole time.
I know he is.
I'm not feeling it.
Not feeling it. I don't understand this. What is this? What is this?
You gonna acknowledge me?
You just like you doing stuff, man. Why you in? Why?
Why are you
Look,
in this ring? My ring.
Look.
I'm the tribal chief.
Roman, do D the favor. Do D the favor and tell the truth. Ain't nobody trying to see you get gassed and bouncing off the ropes a couple times.
D,
Boy,
man.
did y'all see that? He came out there. That was kind of fun. You know, the whole bit was funny because it's The Rock. Yeah, whatever. The second he spine busted Jinder, right? I was like, I was laughing because I was like, oh man, Rock gonna be glistening by the end of this shit, right? I said that to be funny. By the time this music hit, you saw all that sweat start. I'm like, oh no.
You capping. You definitely ain't facing Roman.
Rock, you ain't ready for nothing right now. He will eat your Roman will eat you alive.
That's why I'm like, I need Roman just to be there, just shit talking him.
Roman, no, Roman, like, all I'm gonna do, what you gonna do, cuz? I'm just gonna roll out the ring and walk around and watch you sweat. Come on, man.
You don't want this.
What's flowing through them or keep it real. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what's flowing in them veins. Oh!
I need anything along those lines.
Boy, look. Endeavor owns WWE now. So I'm pretty sure the Arabs is like, do it. No, I want tits on the show. Like, I hope they... Actually, here's the funny thing. One thing I did find that was hilarious. I saw this. Somebody tweeted. Somebody was mad that USA was playing like the picture-on-picture commercials, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody on the Twitter the USA Twitter responded like, "Well, we do that because we thought it would be easy on y'all. Y'all want us to do that, like, because y'all told us to do that. What do y'all want?" And then somebody said, "Not to play no commercials at all." And they respond, "So you got to play no commercials at all, buddy?" like wrestling fans are I swear we are stupid, yeah. Anyway,
look. Samoa Joe won the world championship at AEW. Good for him.
Good for
Don't
him.
get injured, Joe. Don't get injured.
Don't cough too hard, nigga.
Edge won a TNT title and then lost it.
Lost that shit
in the most Christian way possible. I was like, yes.
So let me get this shit straight. Edge, you wanted to leave WWE, yeah, to do the storylines you always wanted to do. Edge, you know you do this storyline every 3 years, right? Anyway, you kind of did it with Judgment Day too, but we're not going there.
But I would say two more things about wrestling. Number one, I agree with you with Swerve. All right, AEW, if you're going to put the championship on him, how long are you going to have him to have the belt for?
Man, this is wrestling, man. That shit going to be on him for a good 2 months. Don't do that shit. Like, AEW is
1 month.
Dude, thank you. Here's the thing, if somebody ever, like, I don't know if anybody disagree with me when I said that, but if they do, it's like, nigga, this is wrestling. Like, AEW has already proven to us that black people with a belt is like, okay, all right. Now give it back. You're right. Give it back. Man, they ain't no black wrestler in AEW that has proven to me they got confidence in like that. Yeah, I'll be always questioning that shit because I'll be thinking like, okay, so do y'all like this dude? Do y'all like Hobbs was like, it was really Hobbs the one that made me realize that shit. Y'all push Wardlow harder than y'all did Hobbs, and that's what killed me.
Wardlow right now. Confusing right now.
You know what Wardlow's doing right now? Push-ups in the backstage, waiting to go out there because y'all ain't got nothing for him, man. Like, yo,
it's confusing. Also confusing, Sasha. So what's happening with you?
I don't know what's going on with her.
She's trolling us with Triple H pictures.
Trolling. That's all.
All right,
because reports is coming out that she is going to join AEW, which is okay, Mercedes. And I say that because look. My hope for her, and this is D being positive, my hope for Mercedes is that if she goes to AEW, she can actually
beef up the women division.
It's just Tony Storm doing trolling
Tony Storm stuff.
Doing Tony Storm stuff. Paige barely wrestling like usual. And that's the problem. Paige had the same problem that's like, I felt that Sasha had the same problem that Paige got. Like, you just getting it off your name and your look, really, more than your actual wrestling. And here's the funny thing. That's sexist. I said the same thing about fucking Lex Luger. Shut up. Wait, that ain't sexist, nigga.
I like Lex Luger.
No. That's what I'm
The
saying.
Lex Express, baby.
Know what I say? Like, you only got it off your looks. That's sexist. I say the same thing about Lex Luger. I said the same thing about fucking, oh God, who was that dude? I said the same thing about EC3. When I look at EC3 in his whole career, like,
He's a Vince West dream.
He's supposed to be, and then Vince was like, you don't wrestle the way I like.
You're big. I like that. But
also, that nose is awfully Jewish. Knowing Vince, he probably just, your nose is awfully Jewish.
what is this?
What is this? Look, what about Triple H? Like, what about Triple H? We're like, like New England knows, not Jew knows. Get it right.
Oh man.
But yeah, as far as what's going to happen this year, I don't know who. Look, I will say this: everybody is getting on my last nerves about Cody and his freaking story. I get it. I absolutely get it.
They're gonna wait for somebody said it best.
Get it.
They're waiting for Roman to break. They're waiting for Roman to break Hogan's record, and then he loses the belt.
I feel like they're doing something like that too. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think everybody also is just getting impatient. They really are trying to find excuses and like, well, who's gonna go off of? And right now, I think a lot of people are feeling they should have got something by now for Cody with this whole situation. And I think that's really what it is. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. So, you know. Well, you know,
I don't think he's going to. No, I don't think he's going to win it at WrestleMania.
Hulk Hogan is born again Christian. Yay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hold up. I didn't make the joke when I had a chance. He went under that water. Here's me. 1, 2. He kicked out. Come on. He kicked out on Jesus.
I will say this.
He kicked out on Jesus.
I will say this though. I'm looking at Tony Khan like, hey Tony, when Vince was in charge, easy mode. Now Trips is in charge. You're gonna have to step it up in AEW right now.
Look, here's the problem.
You're gonna have to step it up.
The real problem that happened is that AEW should. I don't want to say AEW should be farther along, but they could be.
A good storyline for shit.
They could be a lot farther along than what they are. The problem is what we've seen, especially with the last basically 2 years with CM Punk, was that the whole company pretty much relied on Punk. And even when Punk was in the wrong, he was the best thing for the company at the time. He was the number one. He was selling t-shirts. He was selling actual merch. He was actually having people watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't like the numbers that they got for Collision dropped dramatically after Punk left. So they lost a lot of ground with the whole situation with Punk. The worst part is, and I tell this to everybody, they got no new superstars to really flex out there also. The whole situation is a lot worse than it needs to be. They can answer for it. They can bounce back from it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to start doing it now because it's about to get a lot worse. Because in the 2 years of everybody doing that shit, when WWE apologized, they fucking meant that shit, and they actually turned the whole ship around. So there you go. Yeah.
I feel the need to end the show like this because it was something that we talked offline before this.
What? Why? Why?
I mean, I'm just saying, like. Hey, Gotta be honest with you, that could be Baker Mayfield if they lose on Sunday.
Oh, man. I got that.
I might have to say that picture for next week.
Oh God. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's gonna be for somebody. There's gonna be one quarterback. No. Gotta show that joke when Sale was about to get when Sale got caught with that Kamehameha. No. Same level. Just let y'all know this month. I don't know it's gonna be next week. I hope it's be next week. I hope I can get us all to do it next week. Next week for working, if we can do it next week. But this month for Working Time Sports Show, when it comes to the Wrestle Corner episode, our Wrestle Corner episode this month is going to be on the legendary pay-per-view Heroes of Wrestling. If you don't know what that is, do you want to play 21? Do you want to play 20? Do you want to play 19? I got the aces and eights. You want to play right there? DDT.
Casino Magic, baby, in Mississippi.
Dog. It was one of the most chaotic.
Let me give you
chaotic freaking pay-per-views of all time. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me give you the breakdown of what the matches were. All right. You had Abdullah the Butcher versus the One Man Gang.
We're done. We're done right now. Hold on. What year was it?
This was
95, right?
99.
99. The One Man Gang and Abdullah Butcher in 1990-59.
Jim Neidhart and King Kong Bundy versus Jake Roberts and Yokozuna.
Let me tell you something. Technically, that was the main event.
All I'm saying is this. If you'd have told me in 1999 I saw King Kong Bundy wrestle, I would have told you, get the hell out of my face. But it happened.
1999. And I'm thinking to myself, D, what wrestlers could you see now doing that shit? Like, they all got Legends contracts. Outside of Raven and Tommy Dreamer, I don't know who else is going to do this. I gotta
be honest with you, the closest that we saw to that, no bullshit, Crown Jewel, Trips and Sean versus the Brothers of Destruction. Look. That was the closest you're gonna get.
Look, here's the sad part.
4 wash wrestlers. Come on, bro.
It's like, man, look. They had a chance to like, man, somebody get Norman Smiley. Norman ain't hopping back in the ring for y'all, nigga. No, like, nigga, I'm a trainer. I ain't hopping in no ring.
I don't know. Norman might come for Crown Jewel if they threw some money at him. He might be like,
Crown Jewel. No. You gotta think about it. This is for all the wrestlers who pretty much fucked a god. That means Joey Ryan would be there. No, we have to think. I gotta think of older wrestlers. So here's the one thing: the Headbangers will be there.
Yeah.
The Headbangers will be there. You give the Headbangers money, they will show up. And guess what? Have a pretty decent match.
Hey, look, man.
No bull crap. The Headbangers are still putting on.
You know what? No, real talk. I have to say this because we didn't talk about this when we talked about deaths and stuff. One of the Bushwhacker brothers died last year.
Yeah, who was it, Luke?
I think it was Luke. Yeah, Luke died and stuff. No, Butch died.
Butch.
Yeah, Butch died and stuff.
And
so
then,
because in my head I was sitting up there, what with the Bushwhackers? Like, no, one of the brothers died, so it don't be just Luke.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
But I think we might end up doing more episodes because Sue is going to be off reservation for a month. So
we'll see.
We'll see about stepping up on certain things.
We'll see what that. But definitely
might get Denzel back into the fold.
But definitely next. Definitely if I can get next week, we can do that episode because good lord, that's one of those things where because I already told DK about this episode, he wants to be on it. Nigga say he took notes, and I know this nigga actually took notes for this shit because he's one of them niggas that will see shit like this. Like, okay, minute number 4. I'm like, nigga, these was only 6-minute matches. He like, D. Stuff happened.
Look, I enjoyed our Brawl for All episode because it made me actually go back and watch the Brawl for All, not watch the Dark Side of Wrestling, but actually watch it and just nostalgia on just like, oh my God, like core memory unlock. I remember this. Like, it's just
Heroes of Wrestling is just Get ready for pathetic wrestling. So outside of that, we're gonna still be talking football, and let's go Michigan for D.
For Jim.
Let's go
Free Jim.
free Jim, baby. Let's go Wolverines. Wolverines. Anyway,
We'll catch
We
you
see-
guys next week. Peace out.
Wolverines.